I suffer from migraines, as you know, and having the knowledge and the opportunity to just share what I've learned in my experiences, that has really just changed everything. I wrote a book about how to heal migraines using cannabis. The world is telling me you need these injections, you need Botox, you got to get them in your temples, you got to do all these things. I don't want to do that. I cherish what goes in my body. And I think everybody should, because one pill can lead to another pill and then another pill.
The work feels very
Every
fulfilling for you.
is definitely fulfilling. It's definitely something that I never know I needed. So I'm glad that found the institute and that I was able to get everything I needed from the instructors, from the content, and really make it into my own like you guys want us to.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrea Maharg. I've been teaching people about the medical benefits of cannabis since 2018, and I am the program director at the Cannabis Institute, where we teach other people to go out there in the world and talk to everybody about how amazing this plant is. And I'm here with one of our all-time favorite grads. His name's Taameir Drew. He's from New York, graduated back in 2022. So, Taameir, tell us what you have been up to in your life since graduating.
Thank you so much, Andrea. So, since graduating, started my business, the Harlem Apothecary. It's a coaching business around helping people get off of these pills and get onto the plant. It's been great. Just reaching out and talking to different people, especially tapping in with like elders, because that's one of my main things around helping elders with cannabis. So tapping in and listening to their stories and how everything has now come full circle for them. It's been a great ride dealing with my migraines and helping people around using plant medicine for their migraines. That's been a definite game changer for me. I suffer from migraines, as you know. So, me imparting the knowledge that I've taken from the Institute and really coming into my own with it and developing something that I can actually present to people and them not feel like, oh, it's just somebody else just want to give them information. No, I've been there, right? And having the knowledge and the opportunity to just share what I've learned in my experiences, that has really just changed everything. I wrote a book about how to heal migraines using cannabis. Spoke at the second annual New York State medical cannabis symposium on how to use cannabis to help migraines. So I did a presentation on that back in November. Just working with my networks and trying to really just get out there and let people know that, hey, I'm a coach, right? So it's not like I'm telling you, you gotta use it. No, I'm just here for the information. And if you want the information, tap in with me, right? If you just want to, hey, Tamir, I need you to take me to the dispensary because I can't read the labels. No problem. Let's go, right? So I have a lot of clients that want the full blown. Let me take you to the dispensary. Let me show you how to read a COA. Let me, talk to the bud tenders and make sure you're asking your intentional questions, right? Because a lot of times you go to, even now, I go to a dispensary just to support, and a lot of the bud tenders don't even know like what strain is good for what. They just know, hey, it's 32% THC. This is what you need. No, this is not what I need. This is this is definitely not what I need. This is, that sounds like it's too much. I need you to walk me through it. So that's really what I've been doing, getting connected with people who are in the physical space as far as like physical therapy, making my own pain salves and giving it out to them so they can try it on their clients, and us forming a partnership around that. So like I have a meeting this week with a company in Harlem that does physical therapy around jaw lines and how that's um connected to migraines. So I've been dealing with that. Let's see, what else have I been doing? I have a partnership with another company that's strictly around helping elders around. They're called Silver Serenity. So around helping elders using the plant and getting them comfortable with asking these questions and show them the different modalities and telling them what might work best for them and saying, hey, CBD might be better than THC for you at this particular time. So I'm just cultivating networks and trying to stay current with how the plan is working with our endocannabinoid system, and I cannot do that if it wasn't possible for the institute just being available, right? And just being there and showing me that, hey, there's a different side of the plant that you don't have to touch it, right? You can just help people understand their bodies and point them in the right direction. And me being an educator for over, oh my gosh, Andrew, I don't know this. Yeah, so I'm an educator as far as childhood ed, 1 through K through 8. I've been in the system, still in the system. I've been doing that for over 15 years now, right? So on top of me dealing with and helping adults, I also help parents, right? So I know my a lot of my parents that I do have, their child is on the spectrum. They might have autism or and they're trying to walk the fine line and thin line of how they can provide the medicine, but it's also illegal. So they
Mhm.
can't really have the nurses in the school give it to them. So what are their options? Right. So I have a client that son um, has epilepsy, right? So he has these seizures and he can't be in the school system. So he has to be homeschooled. So now the mom and the dad are really trying to figure out how can they put him in the system, in the school system, so he could be around his friends and get that social aspect and not have to feel like, oh, because of I have this diagnosis, I can't be around the friends my age because of this. And that's we don't want children to feel that way. So that's really what I've been doing since I've graduated, just really trying to be that voice and be the educational part and just be available for anybody that needs me.
That's so much. You've been doing so much, and it sounds very rewarding what you're doing. The work feels like it feels very
That is
fulfilling for you.
it's definitely fulfilling. It's definitely something that I never know I needed.
Hmm.
I didn't know that this was something that I will gravitate to. I didn't know that this was something that is showing me instant gratification, right? Because as an educator, you don't really see it until like the end of the school year, right? You know, it's you guys have been paying attention. But for this particular education phase, you can see it in real time. You can see the change in real time. I've 2 of my clients in particular. One, she was in a car accident, had spinal surgery, and she buys my tincture two at a time. She hits me up, she's like, Drew, I need the tincture. Where are you? Can you come and get because I'm feeling the pain again? So she's a constant customer and a constant client that always recognizes, hey, this is something that I need. I can't get this at any place else over the counter meds. I don't want to do the prescription drugs that the doctors are giving me. He's providing me something that is natural. I know what's in it and I trust him, right? Because that's the thing. People need to trust you. So building these relationships and understanding that and not pushing it down their throat. Like, I don't need clients. I just want to help you. And if you want me to help you, I can help, right? I can just give you the knowledge and you don't even need me to go to the dispensary with you. I provided you with the knowledge. You can go on your own. But if there's a question, I want you to feel comfortable enough. Hey, let me just call my coach on the phone because something you're saying to me doesn't sound right. So let me just tap in real quick. So yes, it's definitely been a eye changer for me, and it's definitely been beneficial. And every day I wake up and like, there's always something new that I can do and something new that I can try and talk to somebody about it because people are familiar with cannabis. They might not be familiar with how it works but everybody's familiar with it. So once you get that common ground and say, "Hey, you have the endocannabinoid system. What is that? I only learned about a nervous system." Those the main ones at school, right? So when you really start diving in and talking to them about, hey, that and I love at Edge, I always go back to how you always taught us it's like a match, right? They go hand in hand. So if you are missing something and your body is yelling for something, that patch is connected to those cannabinoids. So that's how your endocannabinoid system works. It's missing something. So how are we going to do the lock and key, right, Andrea? That's what you
Mhm.
always say, the lock and key. And it's right there. And giving them that information allows them to really take ownership and
Mhm.
be intentional with what they're putting in their body and why, right? Because that's always the question. Why am I doing this? Why do I feel like I need to consume cannabis right now? It's because your body is telling you something. Right? So a lot of times my conversations are around that. We didn't even get to the type of products that I offer. If we can go to the dispensary, it's really about the education part first. And once you hone in on that, everybody is like, "I didn't know. Can you tell me more? How come they didn't tell me this in school? I thought it was just that," and then and then they get into, "Oh, why is it illegal now?" Right? Why is it if I can buy Tylenol, if I can buy something that has this isn't it supposed to help and I become addictive to it, why can't I just buy the plant? So yeah, it's been an up and down because again, you wanna get the buy-in, and a lot of people are still calling it reefer. A lot of people are still not understanding that it's medicine. It's not reefer madness all over again, right? And setting the intentions around it. So I think once you get past that obstacle, everything else will fall into place. So I'm glad that found the institute and that I was able to get everything I needed from the instructors, from the content, and really make it into my own like you guys want us to. And I'm never in a place where I'm like, well, I can't ask questions, even though I know that I haven't been around. I'm always reading the posts. I'm always on the Facebook group chats, right? I just don't have I just forget when I do it. So I have to put it in. You know what I mean? But I'm always trying to tap in and I love how the institute has come around full circle and things like that. So it's a beautiful thing to see. So yeah.
I love what you were talking about giving people just the slightest bit of information, and then they can take away the stigma of using marijuana or using reefer, and then understanding that this is something that's supplementing their body, and then allowing them to take control over their health and their wellness in a way that wasn't possible before just like a tiny bit of information. And also having you there as an educator and coach who has walked that path, right? You were able to figure out a way to use it in order to obliterate your migraines to the point where you're like, hey, you got migraines? Like, I have the solution for you. That's so powerful. And you're an educator. I'm a teacher, right? We're teachers. We
Yeah.
know how powerful education
Mhm.
is. But you said earlier that this was something that you didn't even know that you needed. Why did you come to the Cannabis Institute? Like what brought you to us?
So I do suffer from migraines and my best friend was like, why don't you just try, cannabis? He's a Reiki healer. So he's like, why don't you just try it? So I'm like, I don't want to just jump into something because I had never smoked before. So I'm like, I need education around it. So I
Hmm.
did a nice little, yeah, I did a nice little Google search and I'm like, all right, well, this particular company seems more client oriented as opposed to here's just the information you learn it on your own. We know those asynchronous programs. Just watch the video and here's your certificate. No, at CCCI, it's always been a hands-on, let's tap in together. I'm gonna hold your hand, but I'm also gonna release it because it's up to you. It's your choice, right? But I want you to feel comfortable. So that's why I came to CCI because it's not only is it welcoming, but it allows you to take ownership. You guys are not holding our hand. You guys are not saying, "Oh, here's the video, watch it, and then check back in me within 2 weeks." No, it's a, "Here's the community. We've been building this. We have people who been in your position before, or even if they haven't, they understand where you are coming from, and this is the knowledge base that you can tap into if you choose to, right? We're doing live sessions. We have time to ask questions with the cohort, right? You don't get that in a lot of programs, Andrea. Trust me, I look, right? You just get here's an asynchronous lesson, and here is your quote unquote homework that you have to do, and then I'll give you a certificate in 2 weeks. As an educator and as somebody who is intentional around what I put in my body and what I decide to share with people and tell them because you are a trusted source, I needed something that I needed something that I can call my own, but also be comfortable enough with the information that I was given and trust my instructors, right? If Andrea, I tell you, and I kid you not, if you would have just got on the camera and I'm like, all right, reefer is not called reefer, it's cannabis. It's good for you. Here's the videos, watch it. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out. I would never pay my money and came to you
Mhm,
because this is something I'm putting in my body. It's not like I'm making a mural or I'm learning how to paint and draw. No, I'm learning how to deal with my health issue that's going to be ongoing. And I'm putting something in my body that I'm trusting somebody to tell me that it's okay that I can put it in that I'm inhaling through my lungs, that I'm deciding
mhm,
to um, trust that the plant medicine is going to work for this diagnostics that I have, that the world is telling me you need these injections, you need Botox, you gotta get them in your temples, you gotta do all these things. I don't want to do that.
mhm,
I cherish what goes in my body, and I think everybody should, and especially when it's around medicine, because one pill can lead to another pill, and then another pill, as you know, can lead to another pill. And it's not just, it's masking what it is. I found out through the Institute that we have a system for that. Our body calls for that. So I didn't know that I needed that type of guidance or that type of different way of looking at it through a lens. At CCI, you guys provide different lenses to look at it through. And one of my main things is intentionality, right? Being intentional with the plant. If you are intentional with it, then your body will reap the benefits. If you do not know why you are using the plant, you might not get
mhm.
all the bang for your buck, if we will, to use a better source of words, right? You won't get the bang for your buck. Me knowing that I possess the education and the wherewithal to look at a label and say, this shit don't look right. Let me, Andrea did not say that this is what is on here. Let me go back, right? And I even find myself going back through other lessons, Andrea. I kid you not, I got my notebook. I take notes, got a binder, and I go find and go back to, hey, this is what we discussed during this particular course lesson. How can I make sure that it's intertwined in my book that I wrote, right? Because a lot of things in my book that I wrote about migraines are from the Institute. I literally just took what I learned and implemented it into a program that's for migraines, which I'm currently still using, right? And just put it in my book to share with the world. So I did not know that I needed that type of or this type of education as a learner. A lot of times we come into things and don't understand it. We don't know what type of learner we are. I am definitely a hands-on visual learner, and I need that, and that's what the institute provided for me. So I didn't know that I needed it at that time as an adult, but I'm glad that I found it.
I'm so glad you brought that up about being able to go back and access the lessons and being able to learn in different ways. We've been around since 2018 and we make a conscious effort to improve and upgrade the program constantly. Students have lifetime access to the program. They have lifetime access to all of the upgrades that we do. So if Taameir hopped into the program right now, he would likely see stuff in there that he did not experience the first time around. And that is because exactly like he said, we are trying to create this army of super well educated, passionate people who can take the information that we give them, apply it to their circumstance, um, fill the gaps in their communities, and go out and be the face of cannabis is healthy, in pockets all over the world with the goal of having eventually everyone understand that cannabis is medicine. I think we have a ways to go there,
Right,
but
right.
I feel so good knowing that our intention with the class, like, really landed with you and that you're out there doing all of these things, helping all of these people simply because you Googled, like, "Hey, I wanna learn about this and I need to
Yeah,
know more," and now you're making impacts out there. That lights me up in a way that I don't know. You do understand as a teacher, you know
yes.
what that means.
But it hits different coming from a student of yours, don't it?
Mhm, it does.
Right. But it is true, and I wouldn't tell you anything that, just because 'cause we're on this. I'll let you know. If I felt like I didn't gain anything from the program, I would've told you a long time ago.
Yeah.
I would've told you a long time ago, but I think everything is intentional. The program is set at a pace where no one I'm just speaking for myself, no one should feel like I'm left behind, or no one should feel like they might feel like it's overwhelming in the beginning, but especially when it comes down to doing that math part and the science thing, right? But once you understand that you're in it for a particular reason, everything else is just going to come natural because it's going to click.
Yeah.
It's going to click. You and the rest of the instructors provide the information to a way that it's like, hey, anybody can understand it. Yes, we have these technical names and the technical things, but at the end of the day, as long as you understand why you're using it and how the plants work with your particular system at a particular time during whatever you are going through at that particular moment,
You're off
you're
to the
good.
races.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the program is great. I value the information. I'm still out in the wild, as you guys say, right? Doing what I have to do. It's definitely I've had a lot of doors shut in my face, right? But I'm still at it.
There's a whole bunch of other clients out there.
And you just have to go out there and continue to educate. You can't be scared about it. No, you're in here. You wanted to do this. Don't be afraid of sharing your beliefs and sharing your education, because once you share the education part, there's nothing anybody can tell you. There's numbers, there's graphs, and a lot of other pretty shit. But once you get down to the education and people really can take it into their own and go research themselves and know that you're not lying, then you got them.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, I got it. Okay, let me go back and talk to him because he was right. Right? Because you want your clients and everybody to feel that they can trust you. And that's the number one thing. Building that trust.
And we have been lied about across the world about this plant for
Mhm.
our entire lives for decades now, 100 years now that we've been in a state of prohibition. And so people have a lot of thoughts in their head about what this plant is and what it does. And you're right, for you to be like a trusted source of this wild information that we have a system in our body that can be so impactful for people to have a hand to hold, to have a trusted adult to take care of them as
Right.
venture into this scary world. I'm so grateful that you're doing this work and that you're still out there and that it's hard and doors shut in your face and then you keep going because we kind of do work for this plant now, right? We get up out of bed and we have to talk about her because
Right.
it's
It's
important.
important. Right. It's important. And she has a lot of benefits that she wants to share with the world. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not taking to her. A lot of people are listening to the outside world and listening to everybody else as opposed to taking the education in their own hands and finding out that she's an ally. She's not the end all be all. She's not going to solve all our problems. She is going to help us realize what our problems are,
Mhm.
and it's up for us to take heed and work on it ourselves. The plan is just an ally. She's just there to help us and get us through the tough times, but it's really up to us to do the work.
And again, with just a little bit of education and coaching.
Yeah.
We will have links to everything for Taameir down below. So please check him out. Check out his book, check out his products, check out his coaching services. He's a wonderful resource for everyone out there. And if you also feel a calling to talk about this plant and to share your passion and understanding and knowledge about this plant with others, check out our free class. We have a class. It's called The 3 Steps to Launching Your Cannabis Wellness Business. And in it, we discuss all the different ways that our students and graduates over these past 8 years have taken our program and then gone out and done their own thing with it. Just like Taameir said, take it in and put it out into the world in a way that works for you and for the people that you're serving out there. The class is free. It only takes about an hour. Thousands and thousands of people have taken that class and gone on to make a difference in the world and to feel good about it. So We'd love to have you take it there. Thank you again so much, Taameir. It has been lovely to see your beautiful face. I hope to see you on a grad call soon. I
Right.
can't wait to read your book. um, yeah, thanks for being here.
Andrea, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure. It's always great to be in good company with your high spirits on this Sunday. Now I'm gonna just go out and go sit in the sun.
Yes, let's go sit in the sun.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Bye, Taameir. Thanks so
All right, bye.
much.
Thank you very much, Andrea. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye bye.